friends and welcome to Learn with Adirai. Today I'm going to explain the first lesson of class 6 NCERT Mathematics. The name of the lesson is Patterns in Mathematics. So what are these patterns? Patterns are a sequence. They can be sequence in numbers, shapes and even nature. There is sequence everywhere, So those are called patterns. So why patterns? Why do we need patterns? So we need patterns to identify nature, and through biology, if you see, there are patterns in our DNA, and because of those patterns we got to know the way of curing diseases, and it is used in space also, because that is how we found out the theory of gravitation. We also launched some rockets in Mars. In everyday life, how can we see patterns? So we can see patterns in times, like we have schedules, right? So for those times we can use patterns, and we can also use patterns in cooking. But how? Here's the thing. So if we have to add a salt for our food, then patterns will help us know how much amount of salt we should add for that particular dish, and what will happen if we add less salt, or what will happen if we add a lot of salt. Have you played game in mobile? So in game also there are patterns. In some games we use patterns to make it. So let's see some of the patterns in numbers. So first, the counting numbers. Now what are counting numbers? So they are consecutive numbers. Like we say 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the actual sequence, right? But what is the rule in this pattern? We add 1 every time. Like the first number is 1, and we add 1 plus 1. We get 2. And again 2 plus 1, and we get 3. So this is the rule of the counting numbers pattern. Now even numbers. What are even numbers? These even numbers are divisible by 2. Now these even numbers, if we divide it by 2, we get no remainder. We get the proper answer. But in odd number sequence, we get some reminders, right? If we divide it by 2. So we have learned 3 sequence right now. Counting numbers, the rule is add 1 each time. In even numbers, they are divisible by 2. But the rule here is we should jump 2 every time. Now in counting numbers, we add 1 every time. But in even numbers, we start it from 2 and add 2 every time. Now in odd numbers, we start it from 1 and add 2 every time. So that is the rule. Now the doubling numbers are, so the doubling numbers are called as the power of 2. So when we start from 1, we should double 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Now 2 is the answer. So 2 is the next number in the sequence. 1, then 2. Now we should add 2 plus 2. Then we get 4. So like that, if we keep doubling numbers we get, the pattern goes like this. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. So that is how it goes. We should multiply by 2 every step. Now connecting numbers to shapes. Now we can see these practical forms also. So triangular numbers, what are those? Why are they named after triangles? Because triangular numbers can be made into triangles through dots. So as you can see in the picture, 1 is a triangular number, and then 3 can be arranged as a triangle. Then next we go to 6, and then 10 and 15. So what is the rule here? They can be like triangles, but what is the actual rule here? That is, first number is 1. Now to 1 we add 2, then we get 3. So after we add 2, to the 3 we will add again 3, then we get 6. Then to 6 we add 4 and we get 10. So can you see the sequence here? So we have consecutive numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. But here we have started in from 2 and we keep adding the consecutive numbers from 2. So that's how we get the triangular numbers. This is the logic here. 1 is the first number. Then 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. Then 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. Then after that what will come? After 5 it is 6. So 15 plus 6 is equal to 21. Now moving on to square numbers. Just like triangular numbers can be arranged into triangles, these square numbers can also be arranged into squares. First is 1, then 4, 9, 16 and 25. Now what is the order here? So 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Then 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Now 9 plus 7 is equal to 16. Then 16 plus 9 is equal to 25. So we should add these consecutive odd numbers to this. We should start it from 3, not from 1. So from 3 we should add all those consecutive numbers. So the number 36, now I have taught you triangular numbers and square numbers. So this number 36 is both triangular number and square number. Means 36 could be arranged into a triangle and square. Now I'll teach you the square. So how can we find out the square numbers through odd numbers? Now I will show you the practical dots. So first I have taught you that 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. As we keep doing this, we will get the square numbers. So the red dot is 1, and then if we add 3 to that, we get 4. The blue dots are the 3 and the 5 are green dots and then the 7 are yellow dots. So as we keep putting these odd numbers in this sequence, it keeps increasing. This is how we add odd number and get square numbers. Now we will see the math mountain. So what are these math mountain? So the first number is 1, then 2, then again we are putting 1 here. So it goes like this. It goes like a step going up and coming down again. So first it is 1 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 4. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. 9. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So this is how we go. We increase the number. Like first I only did it till 2 and again came to 1. Now next I did till 3 and came to 2 and 1. So this is the math mountain. Now I'll teach you the squares. Now what are squares? So 1 square is equal to 1 and 2 square is equal to 4. Now why is 2 square is equal to 4? So square is actually 2 on top of the particular number. So 2 square is multiplying 2 times. So 2 into 2 will be 4. Now what is 3 square? 3 square is 9 because 3 into 3 is equal to 9. Going on to 4 square, 4 into 4 is equal to 16. Now you saw the math mountain. Now actually the answers of this math mountain is the squares. So first we get 4 which is 2 square, then we get 9 which is 3 square, then we get 16 which is 4 square. Next we will get 25 because 5 into 5 is equal to 25. So the square of 5 is equal to 25. Now let's go to the shapes. A shape which has 3 sides is known as triangle, as you know, and after 3 is 4. That is a quadrilateral, which is just like a square, and then a pentagon has 5 sides, and then hexagon comes with 6 sides, then heptagon has 7, and octagon has 8, nonagon has 9 sides, and at last the decagon has 10 sides. Now, as in the picture, you can see a magical surprise going on as the sides increase. So first, the triangle is all with straight lines, all straight. But as you see, the decagon is almost a circle as it goes. So after 10, there is 11, 12, 13 and all those sides. But if we still go till 20 sides, it will perfectly look like circle, but it is not actually a circle. Now we will see the stacked shapes. The first one is the stacked triangles. So what are these stacked triangles? So as you can see in the picture, there are a lot of small triangles forming a big triangle. Now what is the pattern here? Everything has a pattern, and this stacked triangle also has a pattern. Now as you can see, the first one is one single triangle, and the second one has 3 triangles, and the third one, it has 5 triangles. Now you can get to know the sequence, right? They are odd numbers. First that is 1, next 3, next 5, next 7 and next 9. This is how stacked triangles work, and you can also draw a stacked triangle. Now we'll move on to the complete graph. Now there are some names for these graphs. So the first graph is named as K1. It has only one dot, so there is no pattern in that. And the second one is K2, which has 2 dots, and we join those 2 dots. Then the K3 has 3 dots, and we join those and make a triangle. And in the K4, the magic changes. In K4, we don't really make a square or rectangle. In the middle, we put a cross because there are some dots that we should join by slanting line. And you can see the K5 in the picture. It makes a star shape with border. So counting the lines and connecting the corners reveals hidden counting patterns, right? Moving on to the next one, we will see the infinite edge. So they are called as the Koch Snowflake. Have you seen snowflakes? If you have seen the snow, they have designed these snowflakes. They look like a star shape and they look really awesome, right? So these snowflakes, they form from a simple triangle. So a simple triangle is the stage 1, and in the straight lines of the triangle we make another triangle, and if we keep going like that, at last we'll get a snowflake which has infinite edges in it. So like the number of line segments grows wildly. So the first triangle had only 3 segments, the second one had 12, and the third one had 48. So what is the pattern here? So the first one had 3 segments, right? Now we should do 3 into 4, that is 12. Then to get the third stage segments, we should do 12 into 4, that is 48. Now to get the fourth stage segment, we should do 48 into 4. So this is the pattern in Koch snowflakes. Now let me ask you some simple questions to make sure whether you understood it well. So the first one is, what is the exact sum of first 10 odd numbers? Now I'll tell you the answers. So the first 10 odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 and 19. So these are the first 10 odd numbers. Now if we add it, we get 100. So I have told you that if we keep adding these odd numbers, we also get square numbers. So is 100 a square number? Yes, of course it's a square number. Now moving on to the second question, that is, what happens when you add pairs of consecutive triangular numbers? It's a tricky question, right? The triangular numbers are 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, and it goes like this, right? So what happens when we add pairs of consecutive triangular numbers? Let's see. So 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, 3 plus 6 is equal to 9, and then 6 plus 10 is equal to 16. What are these? So these are squares. As we can tell, these are the math mountain. Like 1 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 4. I have already taught you the math mountain, right? So we get the math mountain when we add consecutive triangular numbers. Now the third question is, which sequence emerges when you start to add up the all ones sequence? So the all ones sequence is, all the numbers in the sequence will be 1. So what happens when we add all ones sequence? So first we'll go with 1. Then 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Of course we will get counting numbers, those consecutive numbers, right? Now we have answered these 3 questions. I'll bring more example solved question and answers for this lesson in the next video. Thank you.